stay for like the first inning or two. Yeah, there's that coach that was talking smack. The guy walking, the guy that you said, what is he? Doesn't know shit. The guy walking. He was giving me like the lockdown stare when I was pulling up. But I don't care. Damn, Brooks already got a shot. That's for more time with St. Mark's than I actually did when I was actually here.
It's crazy. I spent so much time here.
I like this. It's no watching.
Yes, sir. It's recording, man. You better watch your language up here, JP.
Alright. Almost forgot this.
Oh no.
That would have been bad.
Never.
Is that the sound boom?
Yeah, this is our like field sound.
I got you. Yeah, I'm sending you schedule.
So I'm gonna mute all the other mics.
Yeah, cool. Over, I'm not singing too long.
Here, I'll do.
So you got baseball, you got softball.
Yeah, and then we're track. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, this will be on the YouTube. St. Mark's YouTube.
Ryan Bickner, 6. Bradley Newcott, 7. Zach Pruitt, 8. Cole Sims, 9. Tyler Cinco, 10. Jay Short,
That's
11.
what is it? Who's that?
Patty Patrick
You were at the Sally's game, right?
Yeah.
I should have. I was right at Sally's. I was at Abyssinia.
Good morning and welcome to Gene Ellis Injury Field here at St. Mark's High School. Today we are celebrating our senior baseball players as they finish their careers here in the hills of Sparta. First, we would like to congratulate the seniors of St. George's, and we would like to wish them the best as they move on to their next chapter. Steph Britt, team manager, has been part of the St. Mark's baseball program for 2 years. She's being escorted by her mom Mary and her sister Carly. Steph will be attending the University of Delaware in the fall, going in undecided. Good luck next year, Steph. Brady Dugan has been a part of the St. Mark's baseball program for 4 years. He is being escorted by his mom Erin, his dad Joe, his brother Cole, and his sister Anna. He will be attending the University of Delaware next fall, studying business.
See him on campus.
Yeah, there's a lot of people studying business.
Delaware's a business school.
Ryan Flazinski has been part of the St. Mark's baseball program for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom Kelly and his dad Joe. Ryan will be attending Chestnut Hill College next year, playing baseball and majoring in accounting with a minor in finance.
What?
Ian Keane has been a part of the program here for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom Nicole, his dad Dave, and his brother David. In the fall, Ian will be attending Wilkes University, where he will be playing baseball. Good luck next year, Ian.
Are you guys live? Doesn't JP have it?
No, we're not.
Aiden Lehan has been a part of the baseball program here for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom Debbie, his dad Neil, and his sister Natalie, his brother Declan. Aiden will be continuing his academic and athletic career at Keystone College, where he will be playing baseball and studying finance.
Can you hear what I said? Can you hear what I said?
Brian McDermott has been a part of the program for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom Hilda and his dad Mark. He will be continuing his academic and athletic career at Wilkes University, playing baseball and studying business. Roll Colonels. Bradley Newcott has been a part of the program for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom, Jen Newcott. In the fall, Brad will be attending Notre Dame of Maryland, where he will be pursuing a career in law. Good luck next year, Brad.
Yeah. That's the one that's called. I don't know where he is. I'm gonna tell you.
Zach Pruitt has been a part of the program for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom, Chrissy, and his dad, Dave, and his stepdad, Anthony. Zach will be joining the electrical union in the fall. Good luck, Zach. Cole Sims has been a part of the St. Mark's baseball program for 4 years and is being walked out by his mom, Katie, his dad, Ryan, and his 2 sisters, Lily and Juliana. He is attending Hood College in the fall, where he will be playing baseball and studying business administration. Next is Tyler Cinco. Tyler has been a part of the program here for 4 years. He is being walked out by his mom, Kimberly, his dad, Gene. He will be attending the University of Delaware to major in business. Good luck next year, Tyler. Chase Thornton has been a part of the St. Mark's baseball program for 4 years and is being walked out by his mom, Heather, his dad, Frank, his sister, Ava, and his brother, Alec. He will be attending the University of Delaware, where he will be studying business, undecided. Good luck next year, Chase. Patrick Tobin, team manager, has been a part of the St. Mark's baseball program for 4 years. He will be walked out by his mom, Diane, and his dad, Joe. Patrick will be attending Gettysburg College and is going into business organizations and management. Good luck, Patty.
He's a game changer guy.
Did he play baseball?
What?
Did he play baseball?
Yeah, he did, but.
At this time, please give all our seniors a round of applause as we wish them nothing but the best. Thank you.
Who's the guy on the... I didn't know they had shingles up there.
Was it?
I didn't know they had shingles above the dugout.
Yeah.
They haven't just giant brick concession stand yesterday. It was pretty long. It was probably as long as like the shed and the dugout for the girls.
Yeah.
And Beef's like, we should get that thing. Instead of having a measly little shed over there, he wants a whole brick shed. Like if you can walk in, yeah, he was in the dugout.
How you doing? Good.
Who's that?
No idea. Say hi. Be polite.
Probably my phone thing. Me and bro, JP's coming.
It's Mike. Mike, I was practicing the field name with Patty, Alessandrini. Messed it up.
It's Alessandro. What'd you say?
Alessandrini, I messed it up.
I didn't even notice.
I didn't know. It sounded fine to me.
Yeah, it was good.
I
See,
manifested it.
There's stuff that only like we think of because we're the ones actually doing it.
Yeah. I messed up 3 times, but I managed to recover 2 of them. The only big one was Alessandrini.
You're good though.
Yeah, about it. Oh, softball coach told me he wants me to come do some of his games.
Like,
Contracted.
we're already doing it today.
No, like a PA announcer.
Alright. I see how it is, JP.
Yeah, I'm moving up to 1 mics.
Leave me in the dust.
We need to get a
leave
sound
me
system
here
for here and there.
Yeah, leave me here to rot on the top of the hill.
Wait, JP, who gave you that hat?
That was last year.
Yeah, I was working grounds over the summer and Carl gave it to me.
Yeah, stand
I
up.
like that.
Yeah, they sell them in a Spirit Shop.
Can you slide me one?
I if you buy one. Ask Cole Mary.
I don't know Colmar. I know his son Jeffrey.
I want
Jeffrey was in my graduating class.
Those white ones with rat in the collar.
Let's go ask right now.
No, it's
No, let's go ask right now.
It's about to
Yeah, if
start.
you get, I want a hat.
I'll
I'll
ask
pay
you
that.
after the game.
I'll give you a commissioner fee.
If I get the white one, I'll give you this one.
I actually,
don't know where it is. I was trying to find it.
Come on, Mike. I think we should go out in the
I-
field
I
right
don't
now
care.
and ask Coleman. Hey, Coleman.
In center field, hey, can we get a?
Well, depending how much it is, if it's like overly priced.
No, it's 20. It was 25 for people that own.
Okay, I'll pay
I'm gonna go
25.
get the walkies here in about an hour once we get this track meet started.
You just gonna
Yeah,
send me the meets program for today for you
Jack
guys.
Haley said he's still trying to get people out of his house. So.
Start shooting.
How about?
Hello.
I gotta eat so much food.
Can you try again and make sure scoreboard works? Come on, Mike. We gotta.
Yeah, we're good. It's just a little bit.
Like all of us. Home run works.
You guys got
You
your
gotta make sure home run works.
You guys got like your
yeah.
the bell like for Phillies where they ring the bell.
Yeah. We wish.
We do not have that.
That would've been pretty cool if you did.
Yeah, well, we're not at that level yet.
Not many home runs. But who had a home run versus Sally's there last week? Somebody swung it out of the park.
Yeah, McDermott did. Santoro almost hit a couple out, but they were. This kid.
Joey's a heavy hitter. Like,
No, this kid in left made an insane play. He like ran into the wall and caught it.
see what that's what Rojas did yesterday. You see that by
Didn't watch
Rojas?
the Phillies yesterday. I was at work all night.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I missed the Orioles game too.
It's not fine.
It was unfortunate.
It was a great play. When am I going to send it to you?
No, I need to reset the run.
It was a great catch. Here it is.
Yeah, it was basically exactly like that, except he didn't fall down.
Rojas, unbelievable.
Yeah. Rojas is my guy on the Phillies.
It's pretty good. I like the picture. I like this guy. Who's working?
Christopher Sanchez. No, that's Alvarado. Okay. That guy.
I don't know players too well. I know faces. There's Stott. I saw Stott's game winner. When we were losing, literally.
Yeah. You have to things to narrow this down just a bit.
What?
You have things to narrow this down just a bit.
Yeah. I got parts too. I can pull them out.
I'll take just two of them.
Do you want them now or?
Just 2 nails, yeah. I'll go up with you.
You gotta get dark.
You got one of those head shakes? I love that.
Now then for track.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Alright, I'm gonna get on, do an intro.
Alright. When he comes back, his keys are right here.
Alright, cool.
So this is pretty good. Pretty good.
This is a great setup right
This
now.
is amazing. Only thing better is Jack Haley could do this once.
Oh, please.
Please, Jack Haley.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Mark's High School. We're at Gene Alessandrini Field today, where the Spartans take on St. George's Hawks. Spartans red hot, 11-1 coming into this game. Only losses to Conrad and a one-run loss, but it's senior day, and the rule is you have to win on your senior day. Going up against the St. George's team who played them really tough last year. Took them to 9 innings, where St. Mark's ended up coming out of that one in a 2-day affair after rain shortened the first day. Spartans take the field now as Ainley Hain takes the bump. He's had a little bit of a rough start, but had a great outing his last time out. 13.5 ERA, but 6 Ks. He has electric stuff and only 2 2/3. Getting the start on his senior day, and Cole Sims behind the plate. Also getting the start. He's had great performances all around. His pitching has been astounding. One of the aces of this staff. St. Mark's defense very strong through these first 12 games. Only 3 or 4 errors. Lady Dugan getting started first today as Dugan takes the bump. That's his normal position, but Dugan had a little bit of a rough stretch, but he went 1 for 1 in his last start. One of the big storylines of the day, Brian McDermott. He is back since our last game that we live streamed here for baseball. Game a little interview. He was hoping to be back, and he is back with a vengeance, going 4 for 7 in his first 2 games back. And against Sally's, he went 3 for 4 with a bomb and 2 RBIs. Obviously, we've seen great defense throughout the years.
Mike, I don't know that much about baseball, but I do know is Brian McDermott was really ready to come back. I know he was really bummed out he couldn't make some of these games.
Oh,
but
absolutely. Well, that surgery to his rotator cuff, I believe it was, really set him back. But he's been practicing, doing as much stuff as possible leading up to his return.
Oh, yeah,
And he came back ready to hit, ready to play the field.
most definitely.
He looks very strong so far. See if he can continue his hot streak. at the
Definitely.
plate. Let's see if Aiden Lehane can start us off strong here. And he does. Strike 1, and we are underway here on the hills of Sparta. Off-speed taken in the dirt. Counts 1-1 now. As Braden Fields hit a leadoff home run against Spartans last year. That was off Cole Sims. That was part of a pair of home runs back-to-back to lead off the game.
Second strike here.
One-two count now. Aiden Lehane looks like he's filling up the zone so far with that fastball. Looking very strong.
What do you think he's throwing at, Mike? What does that look like?
Well, it looks like he's a fastball. He usually sits around 87, 88, but he has touched 90 before. and maybe a 91 in his lifetime.
Wow. It's like a little.
Grounder to third. Owen Duffy to first. Dugan records the out. So, quick out here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Noah Wegman, the catcher for St. George's. Aiden Lehane, that's something that, you know, he's had struggles with, is filling up the zone. But he looks like he's off to a better start, although that one was a little bit high.
Just a little bit. It's okay.
And that one's dotted over the outside corner for strike one.
I did play intramural baseball for about 4 months down my old middle school, so.
Yeah, that's good. Baseball's a fun sport to play. You know, some people say it's boring to watch, but I never got those accusations. Those are
To each their own in that respect. I mean, it's more of a tennis and volleyball guy, so. And some say those are boring to watch, so.
I don't know how this team can be boring to watch. I mean, this team plays with so much energy.
They do. I mean, even before the game starts, the energy they bring pregame and postgame, no matter what.
Absolutely constant chatter in the dugout, constant chatter on the field. At the plate, they lock in, and when they get on base, you know, they get fired up.
They very much
fire
do.
Up the dugout.
Yes.
Fire up the fans. That one's fouled out of play. 2-2 now.
That was pretty close to us.
It was. You said last time we don't want any foul balls.
No.
Coming
Can
up here,
I
hitting
bring
this
that ball
great
out onto
equipment.
the field, get it signed?
I think you should go. Once Aiden Leahy's done with his outing here,
I was thinking right now.
gets the win. You know, sign that. It'll be a great senior day moment. And strike three. First
Second out.
strikeout of the game for Aiden Lehane. Aiden Lehane off to a very strong start.
Indeed. So who are the main pitchers for St. Mark's? I know
Well,
Aiden's one.
St. Mark's has very deep pitching staff. Cole Sims has thrown the most innings to this point. But, I mean, it's very deep. Cole Sims, hood commit. Ryan Flazinski came in to close out the Sally's game. You know, he hasn't thrown too much because, I mean, his glove at shortstop's just so good. But you got Owen Duffy. He's a real gas thrower. He's closed out a couple games. Remember the Archmere game he closed out. Yeah, Tanner Emmert's the second leading innings.
Definitely.
Second most innings pitched. Big soft throwing lefty, but you know, he gets the job done. He gets in and out, serious business.
Second ball here.
2-1 count. 2 outs in the first. This is Garrett Overby. And that ball grounded to McDermott. Soft hands as he tosses it over to Dugan, and that'll be the end of the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down for Aiden Lehane going into the bottom of the first. Spartans coming up.
How long is the time between innings usually?
It's like
2 minutes. Alright. I've learned so much about basketball and football really from like in the press box and just broadcasting.
yeah. looking okay? It was great.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Jimbo there? Where Jimbo went?
Oh, well.
You're supposed to be getting the nails so that the thing doesn't fly away.
Oh, I got some space.
Oh, we're good? Oh, okay, yeah. So I guess he did leave.
Where? Jeremy's just somewhere. I have his keys for him.
I mean, it's some place, though.
This is true, this is true.
After I throw it down, whatever.
Alright.
We're back here. Chase Thornton looking to lead it off for the Spartans, hitting 386 on the year with 7 stolen bases and 11 RBIs. He's got plenty to show for his great start to this year in the first 12 games. Taking on Timothy Wichard for St. George's as Thornton grounds it foul. Chase Thornton really good at going to the opposite field. He's really good at letting the ball travel, getting deep, taking the pitches where it leads him.
Definitely.
And that ball is grounded to second base. Weird hop off the pitcher's mound and very close play at first base, but
Not bad.
second baseman
Was not-
Russell Lloyd makes a tremendous play. It's
He
1
got
out
much
here.
closer to that base than St. George's has. The past 2 outs we've seen. I mean,
Absolutely, Chase Thornton, that speed is
he
no
is
joke.
moving.
Joey Santoro now in the 2-hole today for the Spartans. That's where he's been for the last several games, although he started in the leadoff spot. And first game of the season against St. E's, he took one right over the 2004 sign the other way for a home run. That was a great way to start the year. Really energized this offense, and St. Mark's just hasn't looked back. Good cut. Fouls it back to the net. Counts 1-2 now. Santoro hitting .457, getting on base 55, almost 56% of the time. Really good at working the count, making the pitchers work. As there you see it again, fouls back out of play. Just does not strike out that much, JP.
Deep outfield of the softball field.
See if he can put one in the deep outfield of the baseball field this time.
We'll try.
As the pitcher comes set. 1-2 on the way. Grounds it foul. So Santoro staying alive here. As the monster digs in for another 1-2 pitch. And that's taken down low. 2-2's the count. And the pitch. Santoro fouls another one. So a terrific out bat. If I'm counting correctly, that's 7 pitches so far, and it's only a 2-2 count. Santoro just fighting these pitches off. Waiting for something that he can hit. Waiting for the pitcher to make a mistake. Time is not granted, but it is a ball. 3-2 now, full count. Santoro grounds it in the hole, knocked down by first baseman, but Santoro gets on base as it went off the glove of the first baseman, Garrett Overby. It would have been a tremendous play, but
Now,
Santoro makes it to first.
just to confirm, once you get to 4 balls, you get to walk to base, correct?
That is correct, yes. Waiting to see, and Spartans given a hit there. Santoro.
All good over there, Mike.
We're all set here.
All right. Do we have
Brian McDermott comes to the plate. As we touched on at the beginning of the podcast, he's 4 for 7 on the year. Off to a great start in his return from injury.
Most definitely. I have not seen him play yet, so this is going to be very exciting to watch.
Well, you're in for quite the show. McDermott is also, he's kind of like a Chase Thornton type of hitter. He's got power, but really good at hitting the pitch where it takes him.
St. George's is hitting a lot of these pitches off low.
Absolutely. Wichard is really keeping it at the knees for the Spartans. Spartans going to have to make an adjustment.
One more. We'll be able to get someone to second and first here.
McDermott fouls it out of play. Right next to the foul pole. It's 3-2 now. Spartans really making Wichard work right now. A lot of long at-bats, as this will be the 6th pitch of McDermott's at-bat. McDermott flies out to left fielder Sean Foster, and 2 out now. Owen Duffy now coming up. Moved down from the 3-hole to the 4-hole. Cleanup hitter. He's had a great season to this point, hitting .382 with 10 RBIs. Santoro goes. The throw down, and St. George's got him. What a throw by the catcher, Noah Wegman. And that'll do it for the Spartans as Wichard faces the minimum. After 1 inning, it's a 0-0 ball game going into the top of the 2nd, where Aiden Lehane comes back out.
Nice. I really contributed a lot there. Just need Jack Haley to get here. He'll be able to rap.
Honestly, it's really not that bad, except for it just kind of came out.
We need a callback button so we can delete like 5 seconds before.
Yeah. We would be like spamming that for knives. I don't know. I didn't like say it. Like I just kind of like. So maybe they didn't hear that one. Maybe.
Blame it on that.
On what?
Say someone was in front of us.
Yeah. I'll just do that.
Hello?
Joseph Russo now coming up for St. George's, looking to lead off the inning in the cleanup spot today. as Aiden Lehane looks to continue his first inning dominance on the mound. And he hits him in the helmet. It's a scary moment, but he takes it like a champ, and he walks down to first base. Coach comes out to check on him. It's a wild pitch by Lehane. Strikes him in the helmet. Looks like Russo's all good.
So, just to
Just to understand here, if you hit them in the helmet or in their head or any part of their body, they get to walk.
Yeah, you only get one base. As much as it may hurt, it's only a run out first. I know that one. That's why we wear helmets, folks.
Are the trainers down here? I don't know if they are. Or if they're even working this
The
game.
trainers,
They're around.
they're around somewhere.
Oh, well.
They have a lot of things to attend to. Got a girls' soccer game today at Tower Hill.
Shout out to our training staff here. All trainers. ATI.
Girls soccer won it overtime against Newark Charter
There we go.
on Thursday in the Sean Locke game. Great speeches by Sienna Trumbull and that Newark Charter representative. But they're 7-1. And Sean Foster beats it out. Able to break up the double play, but a great play by Duffy to McDermott. Not able to convert it to 2, but got the lead runner.
That would have been an amazing play right there.
Absolutely, that would have been just what the doctor ordered. Still a runner on first, but now there is one out. As Tyler Trzankowski, very hard to pronounce last name, coming to the plate. As Lehane deals strike 1. Shout out to all of the bench players able to make this game possible. Without them, I mean, we wouldn't have any balls to play with. They just fetch all the foul balls, so shout out to them. They are not forgotten. Wild pitch there by Aiden Lehane sends Sean Foster to second. One count now as Lehane checks the signs from Flazinski. Now he checks the signs from Sims behind the plate. And he comes set. And just off the outside corner. According to the umpires, who are wearing pink today. It's a very nice color.
Yes, indeed.
Loving their uniforms right now. There's a strike as he got the outside corner that time. Two the count. Lehane steps off. Taking his time out there. Getting mentally prepared for this 2-2 pitch. And just able to get a piece of it as the DH Tyler able to stay alive. Lane checks the runner at second. And the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Flazinski off his glove. Chase Thornton comes up firing. Might have a play at the plate and safe at the plate. St. George's leads 1-0 after Tyler Trezonkowski comes through with a big one-out hit. St. George's takes the lead 1-0. So Lehane gonna have to reset here. Taking on number 33, Russell Lloyd, stepping into the box. And outside for ball one. Squaring on the bunt. Takes it back and hacks away. Great play by a fan in the chair. Shout out to that fan in the chair with a barehanded grab off of one hop. I mean, that was one of the best plays that we've seen to this point in the
Most
day.
definitely. I think that was amazing.
That guy definitely has some great hands playing baseball. I mean, can we just talk about that play? That guy just reached
Put him
one
on the field.
hand, full extension.
Put him on the field.
I mean, just a tremendous play.
Get him a contract.
And runner goes as it's a hit and run. And that's a base hit into right field, but the runner holds as he could not find the ball. It's first and second now for St. George's. St. George's starting to catch on as Chase Ortiz comes to the plate. These two know each other. They work out together over the offseason at the 5-Star Prime facilities, coached by CJ Loper, one of our very own freshman coaches, Coach Drew. He's down there at 5-Star Prime. 5-Star Prime, one of the best organizations around for travel ball. As Lehane throws a wild pitch, and the runners move up to second and third with one out. Lehane comes set. And that's a ball in the dirt. Great block by Cole Sims. Counts 2-0 now. As Lehane looks like he's not like he was in the first inning. Losing command a little bit on these first couple pitches of this at bat. And fouled straight back by us. And the fan was not able to make the play that time. But that's a strike for Lehane. Counts 2-1 now. One out, runners on first and second. Gotta be perfect. Corner's playing up for the Spartans as Dugan and Duffy are in the grass. And that's a ball high. Middle of the infield's playing about halfway. If the ball's hit right at them on a line, then they could look to go home with it. And Chase Ortiz fouls a bunt out of play. And it is 3-2 the count now. One out here. Chase Ortiz gonna have to battle as Lehane toes the rubber. Steps off for a reset here. Pitch. That's grounded to first. Diving play by Brady Dugan. Has no play at home, but Aiden Lehane covers. That saves a run there. Great play by Brady Dugan. Body on the line. As that goes down as a sacrifice for Chase Ortiz. It is 2-0 St. George's. Donovan Bolden, the right fielder, takes the ball high for first pitch of his at bat. And just a little bit high there. So Lehane battling. See Ian Keene, who just went 6 innings against Salesian of Sal's, starting to get loose just a little bit, but Aiden Lehane works out of it. And Spartans look to respond here in the bottom of the second. Down 2-0.
Providing so much right now.
I mean, I'm locked in over here. It's great.
I mean, if I knew more about baseball, I could provide more than.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Home run.
my God.
Oh my God. Home run.
Home run.
Home run.
We need the animation.
John
We need
Hughes'
the
face.
I was gonna put that dive out the one of Mr. Neal on there. I gotta find it.
And you brought out stadium chairs from the gym. They don't usually come out.
Fair enough. Yeah. We need to get more of the stuff. Get Wi-Fi out here too. We're gonna change the second source course we can get speakers and Wi-Fi.
We need a lot of other things first.
Stadium. Facilities.
We need a lot of things.
Sell the laundry.
You can sell it. Yeah, sell it.
Rent it out.
Back here in the second inning, Owen Duffy now takes first pitch ball inside. Spartans going to have to respond here after those 2 runs. Ball's fouled out of play. Duffy got a little bit under that. Duffy hitting .382 on the year, 10 RBIs, a couple of walks. And takes the ball outside. Ball 2, counts 2-1 now. Down and away for ball 3. Looking to get a leadoff base runner on here. It's Owen Duffy. 3-run count. You know you're probably going to get a fastball. Let's see if he can time it up. Put one in the gap. He timed it up. Great diving stop by the third baseman. And Duffy able to beat it out, but what a play. Saves a base there as Joseph Russo. It's a great stop. But Duffy gets on as that goes down as a hit in the book. And of course it is. Zach Pruitt now coming to the plate. Takes it low for ball one. Zach Pruitt also having a terrific year to this point. You know, got off to a little bit of a slow start hitting-wise, but he's been taking a lot of walks, very patient, and he hits his pitch when he needs to. There's the patience shown. Very good eye. The pitch. 3-0 now. Zach Pruitt. Could he get the green light to tie this game? And fakes the bunt and walks down to first. First and second now for the Spartans on a 4-pitch walk by Timothy Wichard. And Cole Sims looking to come through with a big hit and with a runner in scoring position. Not a lot of speed on the bases right now, but if you hit it far enough, the speed won't matter. Cole Sims, Hood College commit. And he swings right through strike one. And a bunt, but fouls it out of play. 2 strikes now. Ball is taken, low and away. Counts 1-2 now. Nobody out first and second. Cole Sims looking to dig in for a battle here. Pitch. Taken high, great eye by Cole Sims. He thought about it. Wichard taking his time, fires, and Cole Sims swings through a high fastball for the first out of the inning. Brady Dugan now coming up. 1 for 7 on the year, but has a couple of RBIs. Looking for any productive out or a hit just to move the runners any way possible. And he offers at strike one. Low and away strike dotted on the outside corner. Counts 0-2 now. Brady just looking to push something in play any way possible. And takes it in the dirt for ball one. Two the count now as Dugan is in a heck of a battle with Witchard. Again, first and second, one out. Down 2-0. The two base runners are on base for him. Can drive him home. Again, not a lot of speed out there. Dugan, base hit through the left side, and that advances the runners. Base is loaded as Dugan comes through after being down 0-2. Battles his way back. Gets a big hit. Now Ryan Flazinski coming up now. He's off to a pretty slow start, but in his last couple games, remember the Caravel game and the Sally's game, he's had a lot of loud outs. Fouls that one into the brush behind the batting cages. And taken outside, great eye. Just off the outside corner. Corner's playing up for St. George's. Middle's back, trying to turn double play. Outfield straight up. Flazinski. That pitch is called on the outside corner. Count is 1-2 now. Flaz looking to put it anywhere in that outfield grass to get the run home. Again, he has a lot of speed, so he can beat out a double play. He takes that one. Counts 2-2 now. Pitch. Takes high for ball three. It's a full count now with one out. Find any way on he can just to keep the rally going. These are the situations where you have to convert. I know it's still just the second inning, but very pivotal moment in this game. 3-2 pitch. Taken for ball four. And that'll bring a run home for the Spartans. It's now 2-1. As Tyler Cinco's the RBI leader to this point in the season. As a mound visit, pitching coach coming out to check on him. Again, Tyler Cinco, RBI leader on the season. He has 13 of them. He's hitting .406 with a .472 on-base percentage. So Zach Pruitt's on third, Brady Dugan's on second, and Flazinski's on first. Flazinski has a lot of speed. Zach Pruitt has shown speed to this point in the season. Digging in now. And he fouls off the first pitch just a little bit out in front of it. Cinco going to try to let it get a little bit deeper. Cinco has really brought the energy this year. It's something that this St. Mark's team needed. He's really just the spark as he chops it and beats it out at first. Tyler Cinco flexing after beating out an infield single. That brings a run home for the Spartans. That's another RBI. That ball's rocketed to second. And they get out of it with a double play. But Spartans tied up. Going into the top of the third. Top of the order coming up for St. George's as Lee Hain heads back out for his third inning of work.
Show off. This is good. This is good. Where's Jack Kelly at?
You texted me. I'm going to check right now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you can't come anymore.
They didn't leave his house.
No, he said his mom's being in pain because she's going to get an OP.
Get that shit out of here. Where's the other Jack?
I have no idea. He hasn't texted anything. So. He said he was coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said probably. I want him here for the softball game because I don't know how much my voice can take. Like, I don't think it can take 7 innings of both games. Yeah, but see, like during this time, it's when you need like one of those, like,
Yeah.
like I can ask Brooks to do it, but I know he's just in the hospital. So.
Yeah. Well, I still was in the hospital. I don't
Well, he had a concussion and he was getting like but we can get like Nick to home or something to do it.
A shot by Braden Fields. Tyler Cinco able to track it down in the right field gap. And the first out for Lee Hain in his third inning of work. Noah Wegman now coming up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. The catcher able to catch Joey Santoro stealing earlier in the game. That ended the first inning. And a pitch over the outside corner for Aiden Lehane. 0-2 the count, getting ahead of Wegman here. And does not bite at that slider away. We have a little bit of movement down as Tanner Emmerts is doing bands. As Wegman just pokes it over the second baseman's head into center field. And that's a hit for the Hawks. And we'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Garrett Overby. Looks like a courtesy runner now coming in for St. George's. We'll get the name on that once I can see his jersey number. And he goes hit and run on, but fouled out of play. He took about a 1 foot lead, not even a step, and he just took off. See if they run that again. Runner stays put, and that's a second strike. So second straight batter. Lee Haynes up 0-2 in the count. And the pinch runner is number 20, Adam McDowell for St. George's, the courtesy runner. Hopping up and down at first. Brady Dugan with a great play. Gets a double play. Brady Dugan with an insane grab over at first base to end the inning for the Spartans. Energy is up now heading into the bottom of the third. St. Mark's holds them.
Yeah. Hello. What happens? Alright, pack it up. Let's go home. Let's go home. I'm gonna continue bringing these chairs out. They're nice and comfy.
Joey Santoro leading off the inning here. The first pitch strike was taken. Spartans looking to feed off the energy that they just ended the inning with, as Brady Dugan made an insane backhanded play, touching first and throwing it to second with accuracy as Flazinski put the tag down for a double play. Santoro staying alive as he did in the first inning in his first at-bat. Santoro able to walk his first time up. Takes it low. This is a typical Joey Santoro at bat, just making the pitcher work, finding ways to get on. He swings through that one as there's one out now. here in the bottom of the third. Brian McDermott now coming up. He's 0 for 1. Takes a ball high. Up and away. That's a strike over the outside corner. Counts 1-1 now. As I said in his first at bat, Brian McDermott's really good at just finding ways on. He goes where the pitch takes him when he's hot. That ball is absolutely destroyed, but foul. Out of play. That might have cleared the fence if it was fair. McDermott staying alive here in a 1-2 count. Really making this pitcher work. As Wichard had some struggles in the second inning, but so did Lee Hain. And McDermott sent it to left. Sean Foster tracking, and it's 2 down now here in the bottom of the third. Owen Duffy now coming up. He had a leadoff walk last time. Scored a run on the Ryan Flazinski walk. Takes a ball high. That ball's hit right at the shortstop. Ortiz comes up with it, fires. Throws offline, but the tag is there. And the Spartans go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third.
Had a really, really interesting second inning there. That was really exciting.
Absolutely. Second inning is when all the scoring happened.
Interested to see where this is going to go.
Absolutely. Lee Hain coming back out for the fourth.
Going to end up, I don't know, I was not at the Sally's game where went 8-0, but that was impressive work.
That was. Ian Keene just shut down on the mound. And then Spartans, you know, Sally's made several mistakes defensively, and then the Spartans just didn't let up, and they made him pay for those mistakes. Keeping the energy up the whole time. Big rivalry game. You know, it's something that was much needed coming out of that loss to Conrad. But that loss to Conrad, you know, I saw a lot of grit in that game. They really wanted that really bad. They were down 4-0. Brought it within 2 in the 6th, and then brought it within 1 in the 7th, but they left second and third stranded there in the 7th. But just really gutsy performance by that team. Cole Sims able to work through it, going 5 strong. And then Duffy coming in the 6th, having a shutdown inning.
So each game goes 9 innings, correct?
In high school, they go 7 innings.
7 innings.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Just looking at the scoreboard right now. We got a little while to go.
Absolutely. Still a long time to go. Still 2-2 game. All tied up going into the 4th.
Now, if they're tied at 7, they'll go 8, and then.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happened last year. This game is playing out very similarly to what happened last year as the Hawks of St. George's
They got off to a 2-0 lead in that game as well. But then the Spartans battled back. It ended up being 4-4 going into the 9th.
Wow.
And we had to come back on a Monday, play 1 inning, because the Spartans put up 3 in the top of the 9th.
Wow. That's
Tyler Cinco coming in on that one.
little.
Very hard hit.
Who's that called in outfield?
That's Tyler Cinco. Tyler
Little
Cinco
hop after he got that.
absolutely always brings the energy, whether
Most
it's
definitely.
an out, a run, a walk, it doesn't matter. He's always hyped up about something.
So one thing we do need to invest in, we need lights down here so we don't have to cut the game off when it gets dark.
I do believe that is a terrific idea. I think they have talked about it in the past, but I think there was something with the neighborhood, if I'm correct, like they needed permission from the neighborhoods around. They also need like a lot of money for that.
That is
So
true. Something we can maybe look forward to in the far future here.
absolutely.
Some speakers and nice lights for both softball and baseball, but this is an amazing, amazing field that we have.
Absolutely. Speaking of softball, they take on DMA at 3 o'clock. We will be covering that game as well right after this one. As the Spartans 9-2 after starting off the season 2-2. They've been hot, winning 7 straight. Massive, massive win over Laurel, 18-6. That was the peak of the season, and they're not done. They beat Padua 10-1 on Monday, I believe it was.
Oh, you were talking about baseball there for a second. I'm like, why are we playing Padua? But
No, baseball is also on heater. They're 11-1. I mean,
most definitely.
they're going crazy. Both offenses for the Spartans just really finding ways to score.
Definitely.
Scoring 8 runs against Sally's is no light feat. Can't take that lightly. It's terrific accomplishment, terrific achievement. But the season isn't over. It's still a regular season, and both of these teams have aspirations for a state championship. Aiden Lehane checks over for a 3rd time there. And that's taken for a ball low on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Get some dust kicked up here by the wind.
Absolutely, the wind starting to blow a little bit, but it feels really good as it's a beautiful day for some baseball. But
Definitely.
that's the 3rd time St. George's has put on the hit and run, but it works that time as he advances the runner to second base, breaking up the double play. That would have for surely been a double play. But 2 outs here in the 4th. Aiden Lehane looking much, much sharper than he did against Archmere. I believe he pitched against Sussex Academy too. He pitched 2 innings that game. He's looking very sharp here. As Tanner Emmerts warms up in the pen, just in case Lehane gets into some trouble here. And that's taken for a ball. Colston throws it all the way to second, trying the back pick. Sean Foster ready for it.
as time is called for a baseball on the field. Looks like it was from the bullpen. Done that a couple times. Ball kicks off the elevated home plate and bounces in any which direction it pleases. But we're still playing here as second baseman Russell Lloyd comes up to the plate for St. George's. And that ball is just tapped, hit off of his foot. So that's a foul ball. Counts 1-2 now. Runner on second. 2 outs here in the fourth.
Take his jacket away.
Pitch. Hit into right field, but foul. As it's hit into the extensive foul territory over behind first base by the batting cages. Ball's taken inside. Count is 2-2 now. As the wind is starting to pick up. Remember, we got storms coming in at the later hours, but it doesn't look like it's going to affect this game, as that ball is taken inside as well. Counts 3-2 now. 3-2, 2 outs. The runner is going to be on the move. That ball is hit in the air. Very shallow in the infield. McDermott comes up with it, and that is the third out. Ainley Hain, 4 innings, 2 runs. Continues to shove for the Spartans as they look to back them up with some offense.
I have to learn a little bit of softball. Okay. Is it? Softball essentially the same runs, outs, bases, just small. Yeah, softball's the same. It's just slow. Yeah, I can probably help with softball. There's a leaky thing right above here.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna DM the Orioles on that too and see if I can like get some recognition.
Well, now,
I'm not gonna say it like that, but I'm gonna be like,
hey,
I don't know.
give me a shout out.
I'll ask him something.
I'm gonna put on my uniform shirt and Nathan hat, pretending to scout. Gonna get those brain rot
I mean,
images.
there's several D1 players for us. I know Chloe Bevel's going to FIU.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Lovett's going to Furman.
Yep.
Could be others, but I forget.
Gonna get the brain rot binder and just pretend like
No,
I'm
no.
Zach Pruitt now coming to the plate. He had a hit in the second inning, but he swings through a strike there. As we've mentioned, Zach Pruitt very patient at the plate. Has a lot of walks this year. And out in front of that one, fouls it almost right down the line. If it was just a couple feet to the right, we would have been looking at a double. The 0-2. Way out in front of it. Dumps it into left field for a base hit. Zach Pruitt, great piece of hitting there. Gets a leadoff hit for the Spartans. It's Cole Sims now comes to the plate. Cole Sims struck out his first time. Still Witchard throwing, but looks like we got some action for St. George's in the pen. Zach steals, and the ball gets into center field, but Zach Pruitt does not advance. But yet another stolen base for Zach Pruitt, as he has 4 now on the year. After a strike on the pitch, Cole Sims down 0-1. And strike 2. Cole Sims a phenomenal hitter, but he does have a tendency to strike out every once in a while. As I said, St. George is warming up in the pen. Julian Velasquez, he's a senior. Haven't seen him. Didn't see him last year. That ball is blasted into left field. Going back. Going back. Sean Foster makes the catch about 2 steps from the fence. Zach Pruitt tags up, going to third. Ball gets away. Pruitt advances to third, but no further, as that's a great play by Sean Foster out in left field. Making the catch about 2 steps away from the fence. Foster looks a little bit shaken up in left field. Great piece of hitting by Cole Sims with 2 strikes. Moves the runner to third. Almost a homer. As Sean Foster is down in the outfield.
Come on now. Yeah, man. Just need Niles to come out here on the switch. Release. Every pitch is just release, release. Fastball, release, release. Out of the sun so it doesn't get too faded. Yeah. Yeah.
Sean Foster exits the game with what looks to be some type of leg injury as he made a great play by the fence. And number 24, Alexander Faircloth, takes his place. So, digging in for the Spartans is Brady Dugan. Takes a strike over the outside corner. Looks like Velasquez is ready, coming out of the pen. Dugan, high chopper to third. And that's an out. Does not advance the runner. Now Ryan Flazinski walked last time up. Has a great chance to break the even score. Flaz just gets crossed up, swings through that one off speed. And Flaz over to second off the mound. Great running play. Drops the ball. Ryan Flazinski with an RBI. Zach Pruitt comes home to score. Spartans now lead 3-2. Ryan Flazinski able to beat that one out as the first baseman Overby not able to pick it out of the dirt after a running play. Trying to throw it on the run was Russell Lloyd. Not able to get it to the base and not able to pick it was Overby. Cinco grounds it to shortstop. Bad hop. Hops right over the shortstop's head. At second base goes Ryan Flazinski and Cinco to first. If you put it in play, good things happen. So they're giving that a hit. And that ball's hit. Little flare. Second baseman Lloyd out to get it. But the Spartans break the tie. It's now a 3-2 lead going into the top of the fifth. Aiden Lehane coming back out for some more.
What time is track start? 5. I do really remember that. I can take over. But the ball's on the field.
And the ball, it's there. Little white dot floating through the air.
Listen, guys, I only know when there's a home run. Okay,
Home run. Just spin the thing
guys, we're just gonna distract you with the home run.
with the home run animation. Don't worry, guys. We have an animation for home run. Gotta stand up for a second.
Nope. Sit back down, please. Please.
So they're bringing in someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, the third baseman.
Yeah. I can't do it anymore. Oh my god. Put me on the mound. Pitch heat. this pitch beat.
Let's go. Hello.
Aiden Lehane back out for some more action. As first pitch ball high, Tanner Emmert still down there looming. I believe this is Chase Ortiz, the shortstop. And Ortiz swings through that one. Counts 1-2 now. Aiden Lehane looks like a completely different pitcher out there. He's able to throw strikes when he needs to, get the ball down and out of the zone with his couple of strikeouts. Really just trusting his defense. As he trusts his defense again, it's Tyler Cinco out in right field, able to put that one away. Right fielder Donovan Bolden comes to the plate with one out here. Ian Keene now grabs his set of bands and heads slowly down to the bullpen. Ball high there from Lehane. Strike on the inside corner this time. That breaking ball is dotted. And that's dotted on the outside corner this time. Counts 1-2 now. St. George's also has another guy up in the pen. Is third baseman Joseph Russo going down there, getting loose. And strike three. Aiden Lehane hyped after that strikeout. 2 outs in the 5th. Top of the order, Braden Fields comes back up. He's had some very hard contact against Lehane. Lehane dials a strike in there. Fields fouls that away by the batting cages. 0-2 now. Aiden Lehane looking to complete 5. Hasn't allowed a hit since the 2nd inning. The pitch, Fields. Thornton tracking and tracks it down. Aiden Lehane is locked in, folks, as he completes 5. No runs, no hits, no errors after a 1-2-3 5th. And we move to the bottom of the 5th where the Spartans look to add some more offense with Joey Santoro coming up to the plate.
There you go. Might walk down to the dugout.
Yeah.
Get a little camera in there.
Dude, just start walking this down. Like, walk the whole setup down. Take the whole
As
table
long
up,
as
move
we
it
got
down
power.
there. I'll probably see what's up down here.
Is it?
I'm gonna see what's up down there. That softball coach behind us. Right behind you.
Yeah, it is. Alright.
We'll probably just stay same spot, flip the camera over there. Okay, field. I'm have to move it a little forward because the trees can be in the way, but
Okay.
just see if I can get on the.
I'll do two. One of them. Alright.
Thank you. Yeah, go walk on the field actually. No, hold on. Hold on. Tech issue, dude. Tech issue. Tech timeout. It's back in the court. I'll keep yeah. Put me in. Unless the base runner gets on, I'm leaving him. Can I do that really weird? Just the snap the UCL. Snap the UCL. Right now. Right now.
Joey Santoro now coming up for the Spartans, facing a new pitchers, Joseph Russo. Santoro 0 for 2 on the day. Excuse me. He did have a hit in the first. So he's 1 for 2. That ball is fouled over by the softball field. Count is 1-1 now. Spartans with 2-3-4 looking to add some offense here. Give Lehane a little bit of a cushion. Number Tanner Emmerich is still down there looming. Still warming up. He's been throwing for a while. Also going to have Ian Keene down there. Santoro jumps out of the way of that pitch. And the count moves to 2-1. And that's taken for a ball. Counts 3-2. Santoro fouls it back. Still 3-2. Santoro's seen a lot of pitches as he typically does. Santoro dumps it into center field, but right at Braden Fields. As one gone. McDermott now coming to the plate. Oh for 2 on the day. Shows bunt, but not able to get it down. He did offer though, as that's going to count as a strike. swings through that one, and the count's 0-2. Chops it to third, and McDermott able to beat it out. So great hustle by the speedy McDermott. Just trying to fight off a pitch any way possible. Third baseman laid back on it just a little bit. Defensive change, looks like Overby moves to third. And the new first baseman will be number 30, Timothy Pringle. That ball is hitting the center field on a line, and that gets down right in front of him. So first and second now go the Spartans. As Zach Pruitt comes to the plate. He's gotten on both times this game. A little meeting at the mound. Zach Pruitt down. Meets Coach Castro at third base. Getting him the game plan. Joseph Russo in his first inning of work looking to try to work out of a jam here. Double play still in order. Fake bunt and thrown out by a mile is Brian McDermott. Duffy moves up to second. A little bit of a late jump by Brian McDermott, but trying to steal third is a little bit of a tall task. Catcher Noah Wegman now has 2 caught stealing as Zach Pruitt dumps it into left center field over the left fielder's head. Duffy comes in to score. Zach Pruitt stands up at second with an RBI double. It's 4-2 Spartans. Zach Pruitt now on all 3 times, just lasers it in the left center gap. Left fielder had a great attempt, but it wasn't enough. As a beautiful stand-up double extends the lead. Cole Sims now come to the plate. And that's going to be a ball inside. So after the caught stealing by McDermott and Duffy moving up to second, Zach Pruitt hits a huge double to give some wiggle room for the Spartans. Ball's taken in the dirt, low and away. It's 2-1 the count. Still 2 outs. Those 2 out RBIs are critical. They can kill teams. Cole Sims up in the air to right field. And that's going to get down. Zach Pruitt scores, and Cole Sims has an RBI single in the bottom of the 5th, bringing the Spartans to 5-2. courtesy runner Brad Newcott takes the field. Brad Newcott's had a solid season to this point, but no at-bats, but he's still a good, solid base runner. He scored the game-winning run to walk it off against Appo earlier in the year. And Brady Dugan coming to the plate. Dugan takes strike one over the outside corner. Spartans with 10 hits now. And 5 runs to show for them. As the offense keeps rolling after a big win over Salas. That ball gets away and Newcott goes to second. Wegman not able to get his glove on that one. And the pitching coach now coming out to the mound. Spartans looking to open it up a little further here. As Newcott with a lot of speed as a courtesy runner on second base. It's a long meeting on the mound, but no movement in the pen for St. George's. Although we did see Velasquez warming up in earlier innings, so maybe he's already warm. This meeting comes to a close on the mound. With a 1-1 count, looking to try to calm the pitcher down a little bit. Russo struggled, giving up 2 runs with 2 outs. Both huge 2-out hits by first Pruitt and then Cole Sims. Back underway here as Dugan fouls it straight back in the net. Looked like he was on it just a tad out in front. Ryan Flazinski's on deck waiting. Hopefully getting another opportunity. And that's taken inside. Counts, moves to 2-2. It's Deuces Wild here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on second. As Dugan takes the ball high. Works it to 3-2. Anything hit in the outfield will probably score Brad Newcott at second. And that ball gets away. But Newcott not able to see it as he stays put on second base. But Dugan with a walk. It's now first and second for Ryan Flazinski, who struggled coming into the game, but has been making a lot of loud contact, a lot of loud outs. Can he get a hit here to extend the Spartan lead? Takes a strike over the outside corner. Flaz fouls it straight back. He was right on it. But another 0-2 count for the Spartans. They've had plenty of 2-strike counts, but showing their comfortability hitting with 2 strikes. Flaz takes a ball outside. Count is 1-2 now. Flaz hits it the other way. Just foul. Almost right down the line, just barely foul. Count is still 1-2. 2 outs here. Flaz swings right through it. And that'll do it for the Spartans in the 5th. But extending the lead with some very important 2-strike, 2-out hits. As it looks like Tanner Emmerts is coming in to relieve Aiden Lehane of his duties as we head in to the top of the 6th inning.
How long was this track meet supposed to go? Are we staying for that? We're gonna just PA now. Well, the boys 300. Please. Go ahead. Hello. Thank you for your service. I too serve. I don't see your name on there, Mike. Who's pitch sergeant? Let me go get some more ice. Where's coach? He's walking back down that way. What's up? What's up?
There's no way Gabby's pulling.
I got it.
I'll get it. You go ask if Gabby's in.
Gabby's sitting.
Yeah.
Tanner Emmert steals his first pitch of the game. In for a strike. As dust starting to kick up here, getting a little windy. Tanner, second on the team in innings pitched. McDermott. And Brady Dugan called off the bag.
Starting that striker. He's having her starting that striker. He said he's gonna have a pitch. She's not there.
A DH.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Whatever that.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Oh well.
And now the umpires are getting together for a meeting, going over if Dugan was on the mound or not, and
Run the tape back.
supposedly he wasn't. So St. George's now with a runner on first. And that's a ball inside from Tanner. It's just the third hit for St. George's. McDermott knocks it down, throws it to first. He's on the base that time. And McDermott with a tremendous play to knock that down. Got one out here in the top of the 6th. McDermott able to handle a rocket out to second base. Maybe even a bad hop off the lip. That ball's outside from Tanner as it gets away from Cole Sims. Count is 1-0 here to Joseph Russo, the pitcher that gave up a couple runs last inning. Might try to swing out of his shoes to get those 2 runs back. Tanner does have a tendency to walk batters every once in a while. With a 2-0 count. Russo fouls it out of play. And 3-1 the count now. That pitch just barely outside. And that's going to be just a bit outside as Russo chucks the bat away. And it's now 1st and 3rd. Runner on the corners. Here's Chase Ortiz now coming to the plate, 0 for 2. Takes a ball outside. Chase looking to come through with that big hit that St. George's has been missing. They did have 2 runs in the second, but not on hits. Only one of those was on a hit. That ball's taken outside. Throw down to first by Cole Sims. A little bit late. Two and out of the count as Tanner struggles to find the zone. Tanner deals. Strike over the outside corner. That's a bunt laid down on the first base side. The runner somehow beats that out. As St. George's now brings it to 5-3. The speed by Chase Ortiz. Very close play at first. Called safe. And that ball is fouled straight back by us. 0-1 to the 9 hitter, Donovan Bolden. That ball a little bit outside. Count is 1-1. As Tanner continues to struggle a little bit, trying to find the zone, trying to calm himself down. Ian Keene warming up in the pen for the Spartans. Remember, he had that 6th inning shutout against Sally's. And that ball is swung through. 1-2, 1 out. Tanner trying to get a ground ball to end this inning. Could have been over a couple times. Inside move by Tanner. Checking on the runner at second. Inside move again. Checks on the runner. And that one hits him. So he hits the 9-hitter to load the bases. Bringing up Braden Fields, who has had a lot of loud contact.
Wait for him to call around.
Looks like Russell Lloyd is now coming up, as I've gotten the lineup completely wrong this whole inning. I apologize. That was 25, Tyler Trzonowski. Something like that. He's on first to load the bases. As the 7-hitter, Russell Lloyd, comes up. That ball is fouled back. A little bit late on that one. Remember, a double play can still end the inning. The corners are playing up for a play at the plate, just in case. Middle's playing back. Outfield's a little bit shallow as Tanner deals. Strike on the outside corner, brings it to 0-2. That's hit on the ground to second. McDermott tags him, throws it to first. Great pick by Brady Dugan to get out of the inning. And according to the ump, he did not tag him. And that is 3 calls that have been bang, bang. Apparently, McDermott did not tag according to the umpire. As a red-hot Colmary comes out of the dugout. A long discussion. As the runner is now called out after the appeal. And the Spartans get out of that one with a huge double play by Brian McDermott. Spartans lead 5-3. Going into the bottom of the 6th.
Coach is mad over there.
changed the call when he has a better angle, but he got the call completely wrong, so that's why he changed it.
Yeah. Coach needs to chill out.
I know it's a 5-3 game. He's pretty hyped about it, and then all of a sudden they just lose their best chance of the game. Oh.
Gotta make sure we don't get moved to the other team.
Is that on right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't want to lose battery by the time I turn it.
That's true. Gotta go home, Mike. Gotta go home now. Think you're doing pretty good?
Yeah, we're doing great.
What time's their game supposed to start? 3. We should have time. We should have like 20 minutes.
Well, this is the 6th, and there's only there would only be an inning, hopefully.
Alright.
Spartans now coming back to the plate as Tyler Senko digs in to the batter's box as he takes ball 1 high to start the bottom of the 6th for the Spartans. After an eventful top, a lot of close plays, and then it ended on a Brian McDermott unassisted double play after he tagged the runner with the bases loaded, and then he threw it to first for the out. Ball 3 for Cinco is now 3-0. Cinco, you don't want to let this kid get on. 3 stolen bases on the year, but he's got a lot of speed. Cinco takes ball 4, and he trots down to first base. Chase Thornton now coming up. 0 for 3 in this game. Looking to try to get himself back on the right track. Russo's still pitching. And called strike over the outside corner on that breaking ball as Thornton did square around the bunt. Thornton squares around again, but that's a ball. Thornton drops the bat just so he doesn't foul it away. And called strike over the outside corner. Count moves to 1-2.
That's a cool drill.
Ball Cinco's running and called out. And Tyler Cinco caught stealing, which erases the base runners. A lot of tight calls for this field ump to be making. Chase Thornton takes ball 3. Looks like these Spartan coaches are about to explode on this field umpire, but Chase Thornton works a walk. So now he's on first. Catcher goes out to have a meeting with Russo on the mound.
I know.
Joey Santoro now coming to the plate. Flew out to center his last time up, but very good, solid contact. As Russo checks on first base. Spartans now sent Graham Clark down to the pen to warm up as Santoro fouls it out of play. Graham Clark had a rough start against Apo, but every other appearance that he's made, he's looked very sharp. Santoro fouls it out of play again. A little bit late on that one. Counts 0-2. Again, 2 strikes does not phase this kid. He hits for power and contact at the same time, working with all 5 tools of the game. And that's ball 1 up and away. Chase Thornton leads off first as pitch to Joey Santoro. Swings through that one. And there are 2 outs. Brian McDermott come to the plate. Russo deals. And fouled away by McDermott. Thornton with a little bit of a bigger lead there, as that is taken outside by McDermott. That one's high, counts 2-1 now. Taken right over the outside corner for a called strike. Counts 2-2, 2 outs. Chase Thornton a little bit of a bigger lead. Leading off first. The pitch. McDermott sends it to center, but it is right at Braden Fields, and that'll end the inning. So the Spartans get a couple of runners on, but St. George is able to work around them. As we go to the top of the 7th, where Ian Keene is set to take the bump.
Goody. 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 No. This isn't even a video. Hold on. This isn't even a video. It's just a picture.
Dude, I said we use a golf cart to bring the tent back over the beach.
I think that's a great idea.
How long do you think softball's going to take?
It's gonna be shorter than this one probably.
How many innings do they go through
They
seven?
get 7 too, yeah. But they also like so they throw a pitch and they get it right back, and then they take like 2 seconds, they look at their armband, they take another like 5 seconds, and then they throw.
Armband.
They have like pitches, like their pitch calling is on an armband.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is there a
Like
reason?
So they yell out the pitch from the dugout, and then both the catcher and the pitcher look at their wrist, and then that's like whatever numbers they say.
Is there a reason that when they get hit or pitcher or they're just throwing the ball around, why do they bring it down to the ground?
Oh no, they were that's just a drill to work on their flips to turn double play.
Ian Keene, the closer for the Spartans, deals ball 1. This is Chase Ortiz. And starting 2-0 in the top of the 7th. Spartans lead by 2. This would be a save opportunity, as that is 3 straight balls to start off the inning. Keene looking to try to find himself after going 6 against Sally's shutout. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So St. George's leadoff runner gets on. As Donovan Bolden comes to the plate. Now, although there's been a big difference in hits, it's only a 2-run difference. Spartans getting a lot of runners on, but also running themselves out of innings. Getting caught on the base pass, trying to steal. Keene looking to settle down, try to finish this out for the Spartans. Steal strike 1 down the middle. And that's in the dirt. The runner is going to tag. And he is called safe by the field umpire. The pitch was spiked. The throw down to second was there. The tag must not have been. So runner on second now. Nobody out. And that's a breaking ball in there for a strike. So now Bolden has a chance with a runner in scoring position to bring them within 1. Hit to right field. And Cinco lays out for it, but not able to come up with it. Very tough play down the line. It is foul, though, and it moves the count to 1-2. Would have been a terrific diving play. He gave it all he had. Bolden digs in. Keen toes the rubber, comes set. The pitch. And that one's fouled. Right back to the net. He was way out in front of that one, but somehow able to get a piece of it. Looking to do the 1-2 again. Keene steps off the back, and Cole Sims probably going over signs with a runner on second. Graham Clark just finished warming up in the pen. He could be going in at any moment, but Ian Keene, the closer, looking to close it out on senior day. Keene set, Keene deals, and fouled away again. Staying alive is Bolden, just exactly what you need to be doing. Keene deals. That one's high, so now it's 2-2. A great at-bat from Donovan Bolden, trying to give his team a breath of hope. Keene taking his time with this pitch. That ball's hit in the air. Flaz going back on it. Catches the soft liner. One out here in the sixth. Excuse me, in the seventh. Trying to close it out.
So, Mike, since St. George's is hitting right now, is the game over if they can't get any runs in here, or do
Yes, the game would be over, and Ian Keene would get the win, get the save for the Spartans. They tried to pick off the second. The throw was there, but
good attempt there?
just a little bit late.
So realistically, if we get to two more outs, it's game's over.
Absolutely, the game would be over. But if St. George's does come back to tie it up,
Can we get that?
as Chase Thornton trying to tag up from second is Chase Ortiz, and he's out! What a double play to end the game! Chase
Absolutely
Thornton
beautiful.
guns him down.
Absolutely beautiful.
And that'll do it. 5-3 for the Spartans. They take the victory. As Duffy put the tag on him, Ian Keene came in for the save. And the Spartans moved to 12-1 on the season. What a terrific all-around win from the Spartans.
Absolutely beautiful. That gives us a little bit of time to set up for softball here.
Absolutely. Softball now coming up at 3 o'clock, trying to take on their rival DMA. We will be back here shortly for some softball for the Spartans. Great to have you with us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in a couple hours.